Hi. Hold up, I gotta do something real quick. I need to close my door. Hello, Bo. Hello. Okay. Hi. Middle tip. Oh my god. It's been a while. Hello, middle tip. Let me put the chat up here. How is everybody? I hope everybody's doing fine. Danny and all just chilling, chilling. It's another comfy chat. Also, I apologize for starting late. And on a different date. I know it's a Wednesday, and I usually don't stream Wednesday, but yesterday I left work really late, and I was just a bit tired, so I decided to stream today. Just also test the water as well. 'Cause, I never stream on a Wednesday. It's usually my off day. But yeah, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing fine. Is audio good? Get a comfier music. Sorry, not chat. Chat, you're okay. You're fine. Do that. Yeah, that was fine. But yeah, your mic is going wonky. It's probably because my new game thingy. Hold up. How's this? I'm gonna have to mute this real quick. Hold up. Hold up. What's the stream thing? Oh god. I started and we already had a technical difficulties. Let's see. What do I need to fix? Filter. Game. Oh, escape. Ah. How do I sound now? Do I sound good? It's a bit too loud now. Oh. Among Us. Backward. Among Us. Backward. Oh my god. Okay, I think we sound good. Nice. There. There we go. Nice. Okay. Sorry. I always have mic problems. Like, yeah. Okay. I was talking about. Yeah. So yeah, I don't usually stream on this time at all, or day in general. So I kind of wanted to do something different in doing in a comfy chat on a different day. Yeah. Yeah, of course, I have a different look today. Oh, yeah, just sitting back and relax and talk about a few things. Which one of them is schedule. As you can tell, lately I've been coming home late. I haven't been getting enough rest lately. So there is a possibility that we're temporarily gonna change stream time. Mm. So yeah, same. Yeah, I just been so busy with work and other things, and I just I don't have enough time to sleep, and I like sleep. So yeah. So about the new schedule thing, thinking to probably start streaming just Thursdays and Fridays earlier instead of very late, like how I am right now. So it's late my time. Um, it's like about to be 7 p.m. Central Time, but maybe like I can do a earlier stream morning, most likely. Hoping for morning if I wake up in time, but wholeheartedly doubt it's just gonna be midday. For me at least, probably like evening for BST time and the middle of night with Asian time zone or in Australia. So yeah, new schedule thing. So yee. And who's gonna be starting probably next week. What else? What else? I think that's pretty much it that I have like to talk about really. Okay, then yay. Uh, yeah. But how is you, middle chip, and whoever here as well? How is everybody? Hope is everybody doing fine. I'm doing fine. I just had Burger King earlier and some chicken fries and Dr. Pepper. But I think I think I'm gonna have to like cut down on junk food now. Uh, lately I've been going to the easy way out and try to get fast food because I don't have time to cook. I just tired to cook. I gotta stream. Blah 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 blah. So I'm like convincing myself slowly but surely to step away from fast food and maybe just like get meal deals or like quick, easy food, like probably salads or sandwiches. Um, there's a store that I go to that try to that makes already meal prep stuff. So I'm like thinking to buy meal prep stuff. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Hello, Kubo. How's it going? But yeah, I'm like, I like fast food because I can just go drive through and just talk through a mic thingy, and I don't have to face people. And you know what I noticed? Okay, I have a bad habit of not looking at people in the eye when I'm talking to them. Oh wait, I've been doing well myself, watching your stream while doing work. By the way, fast foods for me is a mix between okay and mediocre, but salad and pizza from mom and pop shops are better. Ooh, that sounds good. Honestly, like getting pizza at a shop, oven bake, ugh, so good. But whatchamacallit? I forgot whatchamacallit. I like how I say whatchamacallit. What was I gonna say? Oh, frick, I forgot what I was gonna say now. Now that I'm your voice inside your head, what is the voice inside my head saying now? My voice inside my head says a lot. Wake up! Wake up! Let's say something. Tell her what. My brain farted. What was I gonna say? Oh, okay. So yeah, my bad habit. So I can't look people in the eye like physically when I'm talking to them, and I noticed it earlier because I was okay. First of all, I'ma make it clear. I am no way in form a pervert. I'm just really small. There's a nice lady I was talking to earlier. She wanted to ask about a dog. And I was like, yeah, sure. And I was explaining the dog. And I keep on looking up her. I can't talk to the eyes. Yeah. I can't keep on an eye. And this lady was taller than me. So I kind of had to look up. But I'm bad with eye contact. So I'm trying to like look away. But my eyes kept on landing on certain area on the chest. Not on purpose. And it's just like I had nowhere else to look, and I was trying to look behind her, and I was like I was just looking at the animal explain, but she was like, huh? Huh? And then I had to turn around and look at her, but not really look at her, so I had to stare somewhere else, and I was trying not to be rude and like stare at her, area. So I was like, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I'm just like, if I can't look it in your eye, I'll probably be accidentally looking at other areas. Was she beautiful? She was alright. She was okay. She wasn't pretty or anything. She was just okay. Also, she's you were in, yes. But at the same time, she was pretty tall and I had nowhere else to look. So like, usually I would just look at someone's shoulder, like just at their shoulder. But since she was like really really tall, I was like couldn't look at her shoulder, and like her thing was like right in my eyesight, like if I looked straight forward. But yeah. But yeah, I have a bad habit of looking at people's eyes and stuff like that. Um, yeah, I like how I was talking about my bad habits of eating, and now I was talking about the bad habit of like looking people in the eye. But like that's why fast food drive-thru is so convenient because it's so easy to get. You don't have to talk to anyone, and I'm like, I just want this. I want that. Eso comida. Yeah. Also, that's why I stay on the internet. Well, same. This is why I'm a VTuber. I can never like. I can't. Honestly, it's been a while since I took a selfie. To even take a picture of myself. I kind of don't want to. I was looking through my phone the other day and I was scrolling through and I had all these like meme pictures plus like screenshots or like save art for like my folk background. And the last picture I took of myself was like on January last year. New Year's. So basically New Year's of 2022. That's the last time I took a picture of myself. And then I stopped taking a picture of myself after that. I haven't taken a picture since, and I kind of don't want to. Did not share a selfie. Share a pirate and say, yeah. It takes a lot of courage, like the one I just took recently. I mean, I posted like WebCon. I wasn't really meant to take a picture, like at all. I was really just gonna go and see like my favorite VTuber, but like there was a nice lady who had it like one of the iLuna members, and I was just like, oh no, I just want to take a picture of my badge with him. No, you can hold the iPad and take a picture with him. And I'm like, huh? Huh? Like I like now that I took a picture, like it was like, okay, now it's like a good opportunity to actually break the immersion for a moment and just like, oh yeah, take a picture of that, and it like give me a little confidence to like meet up ศ์ᴑ⁴, because ศ์ᴑ⁴ was in that convention too. If y'all don't know ศ์ᴑ⁴, he's the person that played Valorant a lot and who was in the Pico Park collab. I met him there, and like that picture could like get me confidence to meet him, because we weren't even planning to meet. It was just like, oh yeah, there's a convention you want to go. There's this one where I am going, and I didn't know he was gonna go like that day until like a couple weeks after or before you go. I was like, you know what? Hey, ศ์ᴑ⁴, you want to meet up? Like take a funny picture of like just our hands and stuff like that. So we did a funny signal with our hands and left our way. We wouldn't talk much. It was just a short moment, but like at the same time, I felt bad, like because I couldn't. I have a bad habit of not looking people in the eye. So like when I was talking, I was just like covering my mouth. I had a face mask too, but I was still covering my mouth and talking, but like not able to look him in the eye. I have a bad habit. But it was nice to at least meet him up. And I was able to take a picture with, I think his name was Yeah, Evan. I saw Evan. So I was like, oh, I want to take a picture with him. But yeah, like, other than that, I haven't really actually taken a selfie since like January 2022. But yeah, I know, like, I used to have an Instagram too, but like, I'm like, nah, I don't use it. Instagram's lame now, anyways. I don't know who still uses Instagram, but all I get now is celebrities and ads of stuff that somehow they know that I want. I will say, oh, I want a cute bouquet that is kind of animated and stuff like that. Once I get on Instagram, the first thing I get in the ad, oh look, cute animated bouquets. That's scary, and I'm like, no, I don't want to dox myself. I don't want to be knowing what I'm knowing. My hand is itchy right now. Facebook is like Instagram is very targeted. It's scary. I don't use Instagram, Facebook, or WhatsApp. Oh yeah, I don't use none of those two. That's funny too, because my dad is the one who oftenly used Facebook now, and back then I didn't. First of all, my Facebook account I didn't even made it. My mom did when I was like, I think in 5th grade, because she thought it would be cool that I'll be like the first student, like person in the school to have a Facebook, or just think it was a cool idea for me to be like one of the first in the school. But yeah, I didn't make my Facebook. My mom did, and I didn't even like. I didn't know how to use it. I was using it the wrong way. I remember I took a picture. I remember I took a picture of the McDonald's playground, and I tagged all these people I didn't even talk to, because I didn't know what tagging meant or what was it for. So I just tagged, oh yeah, this person's cool. Oh, yeah, this person's cool. And and then the next day they were like, "Why did you tag me on this?" I'm like, "I thought you were cool." And I was like, "Oh, you know what tagging is, right?" No, it's whenever you're hanging out with someone and you're trying to shout them out in their page. Yeah. My mom uses Facebook and my grandpa uses it, but particularly this acquaintance. Yeah, I didn't know how to use Facebook properly, so I used to tag random people on random pictures that makes no sense. I think I took a selfie. No, I didn't take a selfie. My mom took a picture of me, and I posted it on that Facebook. I tagged people on that one too. I didn't know. I didn't know the internet back then. And then when I found out I was doing it wrong, like the whole Facebook thing, I just stopped using it in general. I still have it. I know the account passwords and stuff like that, but I just didn't touch it after that. I sometimes check on it times and times, and every time I check on it, I get like 10 messages of different people. Hey, like people try to like slide into my DMs on Facebook, and I'm like, first of all, you're in the wrong place. I don't use this shit. Like last time I was active was like what 2015. There's a dinosaur in the modern web landscape, right? Like 2015, I guess. 2014. I don't know. I don't know how long how old is Facebook. I don't know how old is Facebook, but last time I logged in, it's around that year. And when I look back on like around what 2020 something, 2005. Oh, okay. Like when I look through like around 2020, like around the year 2020s, I see like a lot of messages of like people try to like slide in my DM. I'm like, look, you're going in the wrong place. So yeah, just like I don't like I like Twitter for like it's funny people I say, and like there's no point in having an Instagram, only because you only see screenshots of Twitter jokes on Instagram. Basically, just re-uploading like Same joke. Before I looked it up, almost 20 years old. Oh God. I was like, I'm like thinking how old I was when Facebook was created, and I'm like, oh, okay, wow, basically 2 decades of my life right there, almost 3 decades. God, what's gonna be the new internet norm now? Have you seen like the stuff going on Twitter lately? And what you like call it? TikTok? Dude, the other day I was thinking like about Vine videos or like what was it, last weekend? Last weekend I was just thinking, I was like, man, I never actually like I got on Vine very late. I think it was on its last year before I got shut down. But like I kind of already knew like the basic mediums, like look at all those chicken, and like those basic Vine videos, like the popular ones. But like I remember being just overly obsessed with Vine. No, since I used to. No, since I know you TikTok. Wait, what? I'm confused. But I remember like it's last year Vine. I remember being overly obsessed, like with every Vine I see, just like every creator on that platform, and I was kind of like with everything. So like I kind of want to like basically tomorrow what we're doing is just like besides VTuber clips, I want to like look back in Vine and just see like what have I missed, like what is this meme, or maybe next week because I was thinking next week would do like this a meme test, see how I know memes, and if I don't know it, we'll learn it on stream. And so it's like I kind of want to do next week my anime list where I create my anime list profile, and we're just looking through anime, and I'll give you my review and what I think they are in rank. And I feel like I feel like I watch decently good enough anime to know if they're good or not. Also, I want to straight talk in a couple of animes that I watch because some of them I have like my own opinion, and some people would think it's dumb. Be like, oh my god, you're so wrong. I like this anime because you should that. But yeah, I kind of like going back to Vine. Like I remember the obsession of Vine, where I used to watch a lot of like anime AMV, like the AMVs basically, and that's like basically my trailer to a certain anime. Uh, Suzume, no, not Suzume. No. It's an anime about a alien that can communicate with fish, and then every time the other character, redhead, gets angry, it looks like he's drowning. I remember seeing AMV of that anime that had clips of certain parts of the cute moments. When you actually watch it, and I'm like, oh, okay. Hello, how's it going? Hello, do you? Think we go? How about you? But yeah, I would like Vine AMVs were the bomb, honestly. And I remember once like Vine shut down, doing well, nice to hear. I remember when Vine shut down, all those like AMV like editors moved to Instagram, and I remember that's the reason why I made it Instagram in the first place, because I want to follow like my favorite AMV art like editors. So I went to Instagram to follow them there, and that's where I used to obsessively watch on the Instagram now. It's not the same anymore, and I just remember getting not just like anime recommendations there, but also webtoons. And like I remember like reading. I don't want to mention this one webtoon, this is a really bad webtoon, but at the same time, like it threw me in a rabbit hole for a moment. There's this webtoon called Killing Stalking. It's really bad. And I remember discovering it because of AMV. And I think after like a lot of people were making AMVs of that webtoon, people started like hyping it up a bit more, adding it more to the point where like you see your favorite anime YouTuber just talking about it. Most likely, I'm talking about _ʟᴇ. I remember _ʟᴇ making a whole video up at the first season. It was like it's so weird, but kind of like cool in a way. And thinking back now, like it was so weird. Um, so to explain killing and stalking, that way you guys don't search it up and see something like horrible. It's basically about a guy. He's a murderer. Every girl he dated, I guess, guy too, he'll kill them. He'll date them and then kill them, and then no one's suspicious. No one thinks it's him because he's really like he's a goody two shoes. He's very good friends with like cops. He's very good friends with like college people. So like he has alibis and stuff like that. But uh, he was being stalked by a person, and that guy was like overly in love with him, but didn't know about the killing until he like snuck in on his house. And when he snuck into his house, that's when he found like a lady chained up in his basement, and that's when that guy, hurt him as well. And then next thing you know, it's to a weird thing and all that stuff. And I'm like, okay, I guess. I think I followed it to like 2 seasons of that webtoon and dropping it. But I heard how it ended, which honestly, I wish I kind of didn't like how it ended. It's a weird ending to me, at least. Doesn't feel satisfying. Dang, this got dark. Yeah, it's a really dark webtoon. As I was like, yeah, it was. I remember people hyping that up, and when I actually read it, I'm like, oh, that webtoon. But after AMVs on the Instagram, from Vine to Instagram to webtoons, started getting upset with webtoons. Like I don't know. At that time, I was like the person who stayed up 2 a.m. Not just for webtoon, for Mystic Messenger as well. And like I would like always wanted to get a certain route of like my favorite like Mystic Messenger's like character, specifically 707 and his twin. And I was like, oh, I want this guy. I gotta wake up this a time to play that route. Because weirdly enough, whenever you play like Mystic Messenger, it's like it goes by your like time. So on certain times, it'll be like a character's route. And I was like, oh, this character's ready for this route. And if you join now, you can go continue on this route. But if you don't, you have to wait another day. Kind of day. And then the way to where you have to like go back to that route is that you have to actually purchase end game tokens to go back and play that route. That way you could like for sure get that route. I was in high school during that time. I lost a lot of sleep. I was so stubborn not to buy the tokens. First of all, I was in high school. I didn't even have that much money to begin with. But second of all, I stubbornly wanted a 707 route. And he was like midnight. Because he was like otaku character. Like, like sometimes like how people are like kind of memed on that they stay up all night but sleep during the day kind of deal. That was basically him, like his character. So I was like, okay, we're gonna try for this route. think I like webtoons nowadays. Okay. Or webtoon talk. Webtoon nowadays, like I started going back to webtoons recently. I wanted to catch up on the ones that like I missed. That I've been missing. Like, shoot, what was the name again? I need to look up a webtoon real quick. Actually, webtoon comic. Which one that I usually read a lot about? I remember reading Lore Olympus. There is one I used to read a lot too. Can't find it though. Huh. Is it this one? Let's see. I know Lumen. I don't know how to say that. Midnight Poppyland. I remember reading that one. I Love You. Lookism. I remember reading Lookism. Your Throne. That was good until midway. Bro, what the fuck? You in bed? Yes, I'm in bed. Not in real life, but technically yes. I think that's it from the webtoons. I don't know any more. There's a lot of new ones I don't recognize. What the? What, sir? You read any books lately? No, I've been meaning to read the light novel that I got recently, but I haven't had the time. Like not the time, but the mentality just like to sit there and read, or even like pay attention. What was I? What I was watching? I've been trying to finish Vinland Saga 2, the season 2, but I haven't been like I binge watched that for 2 nights straight, and then I stopped because I'm like, okay, that's enough. I can't read Percy Jackson. I kind of want to. I remember watching the movie, but I heard it wasn't good. But I know they're making like some kind of remake of that movie, or I think a show now. So maybe. What up? Actually, I wonder if I can. Let me turn this on real quick. I forgot to turn it on. Pew, pew, pew. Dee-doo-doo-doo. Okay, I have TTS on too. Nice. Okay, TTS is on. Hat, Bonk, and Pink is on. Exclamation part, whatever y'all want. I have an entire series, I think, of Percy Jackson, almost a year, and I still haven't touched him. I really need to. Yeah, right? Like, I have books and mangas, but I haven't. But like I haven't had the mentality to sit down and read it, or even just finish it. Because I start something and then I just can't, for some reason, finish it. I'm just like, I will do it later. And I guess when I'm eating, what are you eating?
Start reading.
I should. I really do want to read the light novel because I haven't finished one. First of all, I haven't finished the first light novel that I got, and I bought I bought 3 more to read after from the same writer. So I'm like, okay, I need to get it. Peanut butter sandwich. Just peanut butter, no jelly? But yeah, I have these light novels. I just haven't like actually read them. I also have this manga that I still haven't read that I randomly picked up for protein. Oh, I'm read you a bedtime story. All right, tell me a bedtime story then. Yeah, I just like wanting to sit down and just like watch and read something. I can't. Okay, I not gonna lie. I already saw the spoilers, but I still want to watch it. Oshinoko, I think it was called. It's a idol anime that just came out. I want to watch it. I know what happens. I already saw it on TikTok. What happened, but I still want to watch it. What's your favorite genre to read? I like kind of like action. I like type of story that like makes you like if it has action involved or like some kind of like involvement of like thing. I don't know, like something like easy to read to put an imagination in. Like it could be like slice of life. It could be like mostly supernatural stuff. I like reading those stuff or just like some kind of story with meaning. Really, like especially there was one story. I forgot what the name. There was one story that I remember reading that it had mentioned this, but never mentioned it after until like the very end. And you just think back on the beginning, and it's just like, whoa, that was like a whole 360 right there. I was never like gonna watch it because I know what happens. Always cry when the parent commits die in the anime or manga. Yes. Ugh. Well, okay. Not gonna lie. When it comes to anime, like whenever anime characters die in the beginning, you're not sad because what's the first episode or first 3 episodes, and you don't get to much to know them. But whenever it was like that idol anime where like it actually shows like snippet of their life and like stuff they've done together, and then that happens, I'm like, she comes back, right? They come back. They're together. They're a happy family. This is just a dream, right? That's what's the same with like Vinland Saga too. I don't know if y'all watch Vinland Saga, but spoiler alert, someone dies. And again, a lot of character dies in that anime. That's also why I refuse to watch Your Lie in April. Okay, not gonna lie. At first, Your Lie in April they get to me, but after rewatching it, I'm thinking back. I'm like, why did I cry to this? Like, of course, it was kind of obvious, and then like sad. I don't know. I didn't like the main boy, the main character boy. I didn't like him, so I just didn't like it after. Same goes with Anohana. At first, I thought it was sad, good. Like the ending, they got to me, but like rewatching it, I kind of weirded out in some parts, especially with the older guy cosplaying as that person, and I'm like, but yeah, it's like certain animes that makes me cry. Like you gotta like sell me that character. You gotta like give them a good beginning, give them like this character is the best in you know you know basic anime kind of thing. I'm like thinking of like I'm not gonna say the well. hmm, I'm thinking like I feel like there's one anime. I just feel like they could have done better with the character. I don't know. Like, should I mention it? I don't know if anyone like have watched this. Like, well, I'm pretty sure anyone watches this anime and pretty sure knows about it. But I kind of don't want to say it just for spoilers' sake. But I literally cried after Uraraka speech in My Hero. I think anime in general makes me cry, but would rather cry happily than sadly. No, you know who ruined like me crying in anime? Fairy Tail. You know why? The grandpa, there was a moment where the old guy, the lead, the quote unquote leader of Fairy Tail, um, was about to die, and he had this amazing speech. And literally, I remember whenever this episode was coming out, I haven't even read the manga ahead of time. Um, literally when this episode was coming out and like left us in a plot twist, I thought he literally was gonna die the next episode. He did it. He survived the whole season. And at that moment, it just like no. I'm sorry, but you had this badass moment. You kind of had a place where everybody couldn't save the world, but you, and you're like on your end of your feet, kind of thing, and you survive. I'm sorry, but no, I Makarov. I think that was the same from Fairy Tail. He should have died. He should have died in the one arc with the island. I felt like he should have died there. But like the Uraraka speech, I haven't watched My Hero yet. I kinda don't want to anymore. I remember being obsessed with My Hero. I literally bought 5, 6 posters from Walmart, and I have like 2 rostros, and I have T-shirts and plushies, plus half the manga set. And my obsession with that kind of died after season 3. After they did my boy, who Vermilion, not Vermilion, the one who says power. Yeah, that one. Sorry, let's talk about that one. Bro. Vermilion. Like, I'm sad that I didn't give him much of a moment. There was like couple seconds of his moment. Wow, Deku had like a whole thing, which I don't mind. Deku is the kind of the main character ish, but but I feel like Lemillion should have a moment so his impact of him losing his power would have hit harder. But it did it, to me at least. And then what was it? I hated the fact that the villain arc was the training arc, I guess, was Endeavor, where Riot gets a whole flashback and immediately gets a part. Yes! This! This! That! Yes! Oh! Like, that pissed me off. And the way they did the villain arc, there was a whole reason why the villain arc started first before the training arc was Endeavor. And they didn't stick that through. They did it the opposite. And I was hoping, low key, I hate the opening for that arc. Because it's just focusing on the student. That should have been the villains. That could have been the villains moment. But they didn't do that. And I'm so pissed. I dropped the ball on that. I think they redeemed themselves after this season. I haven't really watched the new season. I kind of refused after that. I just really wanted an opening that says, instead of My Hero Academia, it'll have like how the manga had it, the My Villain Academy. And, you know, probably have a villains only opening, and then the ending could have been the three guys, the Bakugo, Shoto, and Deku. But no, I think I dropped the manga after Deku, like on the current arc My Hero was. That's where I dropped the manga. I haven't picked it up after that. I ended up picking up Vigilantes. It's the spin-off of My Hero, and I like that one better. My Villain Academia should have been a thing, I agree. Yes. But yeah, I picked up Vigilante, and honestly, I miss Vigilante. I hope Vigilante character will show up in the main manga. I wholeheartedly doubt, but I also would like an anime from that as well. I love Vigilante, guys. Like, now that Vigilante is gone, I'm like, I don't know what else. I'm like, I don't know what to read. Love Koichi, there you go. Koichi and Knuckles, I love them. Pop, at first, I didn't like her. But, like, after the end of, like, Vigilante, I started to love her. And I'm like, okay, you redeem yourself. And then, I love Vigilante. I never liked Midnight before, but now I do. And I hate... Wait, I have a complaint. This is spoilers, but I don't care. The moment we see a Midnight flashback of Vigilante, the same week a chapter of Midnight, happened. And I was so sad. And I was like, they did this on fucking purpose. They did this on purpose. I remember clearly we got a flashback of Midnight and Vigilantes, or in Vigilante, Midnight did something that was so cool and oh wow, okay, she's pretty cool actually. And then that same week, that's when Midnight, in the manga, and I was so pissed. I was like, what? And the same week? I was so pissed. I was so mad. I was like, you can't do this to me. Not after I started to like her now. I was genuinely so sad. And at the same time, they did it not once, but twice. Because they give they give a backstory of Zaiwa and Vigilante, and you'll see Oboro. Was that his name? Hold up. I gotta look it up. Shirakumo, yeah, Oboro. Yeah. So, the same week, they show a flashback of, Aizawa's past with Shirakumo Oboro. They reveal him in My Hero manga. Like, from the originals. Like, they reveal what really happened to him. That same week. And I was like, you fuckers! You little bitches! You can't do this to me! You can't do this to my boy. Shirakumo Oboro was my favorite character, even though he didn't even exist in the main story. I loved him in Vigilante, and when I found out that was him on that, I was like, what the fuck? Why? Why did you do that? If they had a proper introduction of Oboro in the anime, I would probably have more of an impact. I would, honestly. I feel like they should have like Aizawa's flashback in the anime, or maybe like a OVA basically. But they put it in Vigilante. Which honestly, I did like the vigilante, but like I just really wanted like at least Aizawa's flashback as an OVA before that happened. That would have been the bigger impact. Speaking of mangas that I dropped, and I'm thinking to come back, Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't know if anyone saw the spoiler. Literally, when I woke up, I saw Jujutsu Kaisen trending, and I was like, "Oh, that's different. It's been a while since I see it trending. I look why it's trending, and I'm like, oh, it was definitely over on the episode of the Cyrus flashback would have been better. Yes, it would have been better. But yes, I don't know if anyone does anyone care of Jujutsu Kaisen over here. I only cared about it when it was the anime, but after reading the manga, the manga's alright. It's not that bad, but it's just difficult to understand the whole Jujutsu power in general. So it's kind of eh. The only arc I did love though, I think, is the Shibuya arc, and what was her name? Frick, I forgot her name. The one with the green hair and glasses has a twin sister. Her moment on that, I loved it, and that's the only time I cared about it before I dropped it. After that, I was so devastated. I dropped it. But yeah, recently something came out in Jujutsu Kaisen, and I'm like, oh, I've been wanting to read Jujutsu Kaisen for the anime. I still haven't, but I plan to over the weekend. You should, honestly, especially after today, like this week's chapter. Like, well, okay, I'd rather not you read this. Like, what happened this week's chapter? It's better to know, like, especially now that the anime adaptation is gonna be focused on that arc. Uh, I feel like, like, you know what? Now that I think about it, it's gonna suck now. Honestly, I feel like they should have waited on the thing that happened today. Jujutsu Kaisen, because then it makes no like now that we know that happened, it'll be less anticipated in the anime. I don't want to spoil it. I'm trying not to like spoil it, but like I'm thinking about it and I'm like, man, now that the anime it's up to the arc where it happened the first, and now it undone what it did. Like, there's no point of the anime now, unless you're a manga. Like, unless you're an anime only. Um, yeah. I'm trying to think of like other webtoons and mangas I'm trying to like get back into. I don't think I remember. Okay, so I remember back in my day, not really that my day, but like very long time ago. Um, Doctor Stone, Promise Neverland, Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, My Hero, and I think there was one more manga that I was reading. I don't remember the name of it. I was reading a lot of mangas. They all that like all those chapters came out the same day. And I remember we were all like back then people will like talk about that. And I was like on it. Like I was like constantly keeping up with the chapters back then. I was peak where you get content on every kind of thing. Nowadays, it's kind of hard to like read a manga, and next thing you know, the next 2 months it gets the anime adaptation. And I'm like, oh, Chainsaw Man. There you go. Chainsaw Man was like the first part was coming out at the same time. So we like I remember like waiting every new chapter for all of those. But then Doctor Stone, Promise Neverland, Demon Slayer ended, which I feel like all theater endings in the manga were alright. I guess I kind of did like them. Now thinking back on them, but at the same time, the way I especially Doctor Stone, the way that ended, I feel like if it was gonna be a continuation of something else, plus reading like spin-off manga with the dad, I feel like there's a certain thing they should have brought in the main manga just so like it connects. And as well as like Demon Slayer, I didn't like the Demon Slayer ending. Honestly, I didn't like the last arc. Made me too sad. Uh, I felt like there was no happy ending until like the time, the certain time skip and stuff like that, and just makes me think of like, man, imagine the life with that, you know, thing. And then there was one part of that arc of Demon Slayer, like near the end, that made no fucking sense. That I felt like it was so pointless to even try to like do that shit. And I was like, why are y'all doing that? Like, there is no point of doing that to that character. And then Promise Neverland. Oh my god. Okay, Promise Neverland manga is good until not the end. The end was but the anime fucked it up. They messed up the anime the so bad. Like there were certain scenes cut off, certain characters, a lot of characters cut off, especially my two favorite ones, because they had a whole moment. And I remember crying for that moment and be like, I can't wait to see this anime to see everybody's reaction. And then they did it, and then we're like, I kind of wish they didn't introduce this cool ability at the end. The only matter of one fight or one fight of a Demon Slayer. Use too much. Use Ex Machina. Which ability? I don't remember. I'm not talking about, I don't know about the ability, but I was just talking about like, I won't say the character, but like, you know how like a certain character started transforming into one of the enemies, quote unquote, and like it was only for one chapter, and the next chapter, the next chapter, oh, I'm okay, like nothing. What else? What else? What else? I don't. Hold up. Shonen Jump manga. What else did I read? It was very pointless. Yeah, it was. Uh, I remember reading Spy Family. Kind of dropped it. I remember that. Kaiju number 8. I remember starting that one as well, but kind of dropped that one. Uh, Still want to read Tokyo Ghoul. Oh yeah, there's a new one shot too. Oh, Tatsuki Fujimoto from the same creative Chainsaw Man. Oh, 2226 or Chainsaw Man 2226, and it's like a before Chainsaw Man kind of thing. I remember starting Hell Paradise. Didn't finish that. I remember trying to read Haikyuu. I don't know. Haikyuu is hard to watch and read. For me, at least. I mean, I get it was only to keep them alive in the way that they fight it, but in the fight went completely different. I wouldn't have been necessary. Yeah. honestly, it would have been cool if they go like at that moment of that part of Demon Slayer. It was like a whole 360, and it goes back to how we were in the beginning, like how the manga started. And I'm like, hey. I'm trying to see. Okay. Surprisingly, I didn't read a lot of Shonen Jump. I thought I did. Oh, Assassination. Have you guys heard about Assassination Classroom being banned in school in America now? I think I don't know. To me, that's funny because I remember my graduation picture was manga books, and one of the manga books that I had with me was Assassination Classroom. I still have it. Why? Because the recent events that schools have been having, the thing, and people kind of like, not people, but like school system banned that book in their libraries now because they think that's part of the problem, but it really ain't. Not that I know of. Yeah, not that I know of, but like people like not people, but like students, or not students, faculties basically, were trying to like, oh, this is one part of the problem because of this book, because it has assassination in the classroom. And from the discussion of that, let me read it out. Assassination Classroom. Let me. In the blink of an eye. Let me read this real quick. In the blink of an eye, the night sky forever changed when the great explosion, the moon, is busted into a permanent crescent. Confronting the government of the world, the yellow tentacle monster boasts that it is one of the boasts that he's responsible of the the event, basically. And basically, the whole thing about Assassination Classroom is about an alien exploring the moon that threatens to explode half the moon, but threatens to explode the rest of it. Um, as a threat, he's like, my goal is to be a teacher, so you can try to kill me, but the students will have to try to kill me as I teach them. So Assassination Classroom, because the students are the assassin and the teacher, the alien, is the person to try to kill. This is an anime YouTube, by the way, based on on a on a is it nonfiction? I don't know how to say. It's not real story, yeah. But people like you know teachers think it's like, oh, they're trying to kill the teacher, but I don't know the whole story. And when you actually read it, it's a pretty good story kind of deal. Yeah. There's a little more manga that do worse things. I agree the students shouldn't attack him, but really, they just gotta sit down and read it. But then again, it is their fault that they decided to put that manga in there in the first place, too. It's not a bad. It's not like rated R. Like honestly, if you were to read it in like Japan, it's like normalized, but like over here, basically everything rated R for us. Like I remember too. Uh, Demon Slayer, the movie, Mugen Train, was rated R in America. You know what it was rated in Japan? PG. PG. I said little kids can watch it, and it's funny too, cause in Japan they actually had Happy Meals of promoting Mugen Train, as well as like souvenirs for little kids to play. And after the movie, I remember there was like a result thingy that they asked like, uh, elementary students who is their favorite character in this movie, and they all said Tanjiro. ʟᴇᴏ literally had Higurashi when the what the fuck? That was really bad. Not gonna lie, that was worse. But yeah, like Mugen Train was rated R in America, but for Japan it was PG. So little kids were literally able to watch it by themselves in the movie theater. While over here in America, you have to have an adult with you, a legal adult, in order to take you. You can't watch it as a kid. But then there were some movie theaters who was like, oh yeah, if you don't have your ID or like your like 13, you could just go watch it because they knew about that. But like America made it like rated R basically. But I remembered also like in my school library they had Naruto, and they censored the part where he turns into a girl. Like they heavily like black marked that part. And I remember reading DNA Angel and there in the school as well. No joke, obviously. It was kind of overshadowed by Naruto, but still, it wasn't banned. And when I was in high school, it should get passed. But I think it's funny that they're banning Assassin's Creed because of its name and like the description, but they don't actually read it. And then the funny thing is that I also have like my graduation picture is all like mangas related to school stuff. I remember I had it in high school. I had it My Hero. I had one more manga, but I forgot the name. That I went to school. And the one that I had in my hand that it looked like I was reading was Assassin's Creed Classroom. I remember. I still have them on my shelf. I think it's I don't know. To me, I think it's just funny. Dr. Stone, I think. I think I had Dr. Stone like the time. Arguably, Assassin's Creed should be reasoning back because it promotes weapons in school and grounds. I'm joking, but it makes more sense. I mean, it makes sense. Like, it kind of does make sense, but it's just funny that it took this long to even realize it. But then again, like, for those people who actually sit down and read it or watched it, know that it doesn't really, like, promotes it like that. Because it's, first of all, it's not real guns. It's a BB gun. A fake toy. Made of, like, a certain, thing that only kills the alien and nothing else. It has wholesome moment with the teacher. So it's not like they're trying to kill it to like out of hate. They just try to save the world, basically, kind of deal. And it's not like they're doing that in like it's not out of hate. Like it's first of all, it's like the anime, they don't try to kill the teacher out of hate. They just try to save the world. They're not, skipping classes and stuff like that. They're actually doing their schoolwork and actually like compete with the other classroom, and like the teacher actually helps them, but like it's like a comedic moment where like the teachers try to like, oh yeah, I'll help you, and then they go in like also try to kill him while they're helping them, and they still learn something. Those parents definitely didn't read it. Read this synopsis and thought maybe my children shouldn't try teachers. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's, I don't know. To me, it's funny. But it's just people think it's gonna be. I don't know if y'all know, but apparently Australia almost banned anime. I remember. I don't know. Hold up. I'm gonna look this up now. Australia anime. Did Australia ban anime? Australian Classification Board announced on January 4th it would not review 𝗱ᴏᴜ anime. This means it's anime essentially banned in Australia on home video events. Still stream the series. What is this? They banned a anime. What is this though? Oh, not not how not to summon a demon lord. They banned that one. Kind of makes sense. Looking at the image, it makes sense. But it's funny. That's funny. Yeah. Australian senator gave a president's speech against graphic description of child abuse in anime and manga. And it has a picture of Deku on his training arc. Oh my god. I can't. I can't. Oh my god. I don't remember. Yeah, but I remember Australia trying to ban anime as a whole, and then it just ended up banning one anime called "How Not to Summon a Demon Lord." They think, oh, they're trying to show kids how to summon demon lords, even though it says how not to summon a demon lord. I don't know. People they just don't understand. You see, anime ban and what what anime is banned in America? We have a list of anime banned in the United States. Please note that the animes that did not particularly order. Transformers, robots in disguise, an anime. First, this real transformer robot disguise was cool and circulating in North America. The reason it shows Optimus crashing into a what? Hold up. Hold up. Let me hold up. Let me wow. Okay. Yeah, because it was too soon. No wonder I haven't seen Cartoon Network. It's only been the first episode they changed it. Okay, well that I understandable anime. Sojo Subaki. Sojo was not just for America but worldwide, including Japan. Here's why I didn't call a horrified the first disturbing anime ever made. This story revolves about a young girl Midori who loses her mother. Then like when darker the hearted. Oh. Oh, that one's bad. That one's really bad. Okay. Okay. Paranoia agent. Picture this. You're casually walking down the street and minding your own business, but suddenly you get hit by a kid wooting to go by a kid wooting a golden bat. You turn myself away to the rollerblade. You get angry, but you can't do anything about it. Go about your way. But then it turns out you weren't only the victim of the golden bat, feeling attacked. Becoming crazy, nobody knew the real identity of the attacker. Paranoia is the dude among and Detective 𝗙ᴗ take responsible for finding other attackers' identity. Was bad because it disturbed me, yet. Oh. Oh god. That one's bad too. 2 years ago. Bro. I have it says there's 30 Fast and 90 teams. I'm too scared to even ask. It was on Toonami. What the fuck? Okay. Okay. Wow. Next one. Exhale Saga. Last episode, Exhale going too far in one photograph was banned ever because show shows creators say they wanted the episode to be banned on TV. To be 2 minutes of 𝗥𴂃ᴜ, the leader organizing Call Across and Baba. Actually hentai. And a bad category of hentai. Oh. Next anime that was banned in America, Wicked City. Okay, another movie that themes like horror, sexual bleep, violence, Wicked City. The anime that was a constant dynamic world, coexisting with the human one, two ages, with explore and share the treaty is a state to maintain peace. Dark plot where the female uh so it's banned. Uh If you own these banned anime, do you get charged or is it just banned to sell in the US? Yo, hello, Shinzo. It's banned to air it, but you can still, some of them you can buy the DVD and streaming still. One of them is for sure it's not allowed to be streamed or anything at all. Uh, Others are just like, oh, you can buy the DVD, but you can't, you know, watch it like on television in general. Okay, next one. I think the last one. It's called Lily Cat. Lily Cat was deemed unfit for children in the United States. The movie revolves around an astronaut flying across space in a ship that only aged them 1 year and 20 years. Suddenly, the ship is attacked by shape-shifting alien species. The astronaut and the alien are lugged in a deadly survival match. Which question is which are the external help? Lily Cat was banned because content was child-friendly. However, editors are okay. So that was just not child-friendly because of its like action. It's offline. Why is it offline? Hold up. Sorry, Shinzo. I had it on earlier. There you go. It should be on now. TTP. I can't believe the paranoid agent was banned surely because it was disturbing. I don't know if this is anything about me, but it seemed fine when I watched it. How it's all? Oh, it's good. I am good. Oh, there's a top 20 now. Right, top 20. Lily Cat. We gotta read down one. Fake Kylie Liner Prisma. The Fate series was banned. The spin-off series Fate Stay Night, anime normal school in Japan, who loves her brother. Taking return back, flipping in the wind. Why is it banned? Banned. Oh, in Russia, two limits sexuality. There's some under a character. Oh. Okay. Doing online class hurts. Good luck with that, Shinzo. So Russia banned that, but apparently it's allowed in America. Well, there's a lot of anime like that that I shall not name. I will name one, Domestic Girlfriend, but that's it. Wrecker of Ragnarok. As the summary explained, this fan anime was various gods and humans all over the world. Some were mistreated, which resulted in the actual religion due to India banned that one. Okay. Wicked City. Okay, I know that one. Midori. Oh, that one looks creepy. Oh no, I remember that one. Okay. I don't want to say this thing. I feel like it looks bad. But it's about son of a legendary king Muscle. Link is a superhero trying to follow the footsteps of his father. One day, truth has been revealed that he is the prince of alien planet. He must fight and win tournaments to prove himself to save the world. Evil sounds like Dragon Ball. It's a fun-filled, goofy anime which comes to protagonist yet was banned in France. Maybe thinking why such a silly anime is bad. The reason is due a character seems to kind of reference a certain history. I won't say it, but I understand why it's banned in France or European countries. Japanese ghost stories. Who doesn't love some good old stories? The anime features a yellow masked old man who narrates various scary stories at 5 p.m. every week in the playground. However, this old man is no ordinary citizen. The man carries a traditional paper scrolling device to add compelling visuals to the story. At these fights, the story got more and more terrifying. The audience were all sucked up in its thrilling narration. Supernatural elements that keep you guessing. Kind of dark stories down the sixth season of Fear Her, though the anime instant banned. A few of the episodes were edited out due to the scary elements. It's a one bite-sized anthology series with enough horror to chill you on about. Ooh, that's fun to watch, and it's on Crunchyroll. Ooh, Puni Poemi? Poemi one ah, oh, the age already. Her parents got killed by aliens, and the girl becomes a magical girl. Banned in New Zealand. Hetalia! Hetalia's banned? Sorry, it's a clear reminder. No deal or some consideration maintaining control base. Hetalia mocked the World War II. I mean, trying such really into the ban activity. The ban of South Korea activity like protests took place in the Shell station until their war heroes. Yeah, it said that. South Korea. Okay. Excel Saga. Oh, we already read this one. Otsumatsu-san. Otsumatsu-san was banned. If y'all don't know what Otsumatsu is, it's an anime about six tuplets, identical brothers. The banned anime comes under the comedy adventure genre. Once again, it was Japan who banned another anime on this list. The very first episode of Otsumatsu removed this heavily parody produced laughter. They didn't know that Japan had a very strict laws about parody and fair use. So remove so the first episode of that was just banned. That it was being a parody of other anime. Okay. Tokyo Ghoul. Where's it banned? China. Understandable. With 12 million copies sold, its banned anime is one of the best-selling mangas in recent times, but all couldn't change in the fate in China. The Chinese government banned the anime for its disturbing story and visual. China considered Tokyo dark and dangerous as it shows close surviving on the human flesh and blood. Understandable. Recently, the banned anime series got banned in Russia by district court. State Petersburg court system alleged that the anime episode in Tokyo contains cruelty, murder, violence, and cannot allow them to impact the teens from recreating those violent acts. No one's gonna fucking do that unless they're mentally not okay. in that case, that's up to the government to like, do all that therapy or like consider help. But like I don't think any children was gonna consider thinking of doing that. Kai. Someone was taken under Ikai and Canny detectives after her parents got murdered. They're often trained and shaped into assassins who completed all their missions without any fail. Sakai was her guardian. Ah, okay, okay. I see now.
Hey, my favorite VTuber.
Hello, can you hear me? What the? I do not remember pressing the thing. Ooh, where did I left off? I think I was like reading. Wait, like, did you hear what I said earlier or no? Was I muted? No. Okay, I was just saying hi, and that we were reading top 20 banned animes in different countries. Oopsie. But yeah, Pokemon's banned in Saudi Arabia, but for weird reasons. And then what was it? Serial Experiment Lane. That one's banned for its sad story. That wasn't me. That was YouTube. High School DxD, bro. Who banned it? New Zealand for nudity. As the main lead is an idiotic pervert for mature harem content. I'm never going to Saudi Arabia. That's a thing that doesn't exist for me anymore. Pat, hello. Oh, thank you for the pat. Parasite. Oh, China banned it for the same thing as Tokyo Ghoul. There's no Sunny. Anime was banned in many countries due to an impact of creative students all over the world made their own custom techno and brought them to school. Okay, there's no. I feel like out of all the anime, ∞ made an impact like that. So I really understand why people like countries banned that one. It was banned in China, Mexico, Russia. And their government stated that the ban was approved for preserving the physical and mental health of students. I'm surprised. Honestly, I don't know if y'all seen the spin-off of Death Note. I'm surprised America hasn't done that yet. If y'all don't remember the spin-off, Death Note dead in their manga, they reference that current year president. So I'm surprised it's still available in America. If you understand. And then number 1 is Attack on Titan. Why? The country dares to ban a standing anime except one, China again. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. Yeah, that. I'm surprised that hasn't been banned, but at the same time, like everybody was happy that it happened at the time. But also like um not gonna lie, it was still kinda bad. It was still kinda bad right there. I don't know, man. Well, you know what anime is banned now. And which ones are not. I don't know. I feel like society say I like to point fingers and stuff. Probably pointing the wrong fingers. Which others is understandable if you're not like a weeb like me. Who actually take the time to actually read or watch that certain anime, you know? Yeah. Loading. Yeah. I'm tired. It's actually really late. I started stream late and like I said, I don't usually stream on Wednesday, so usually Wednesday is my off day and like my brain just like shutting down. I'm actually probably ain't going to sleep, so wait, I'm eating chat. Wait, hold up. Sorry, you guys have to see this. I go night night. Good night night. I'm so tired. I've been in that week. I've been tired and stuff like that. But yeah, I think I'm actually gonna end it here. So I do apologize if it is a short stream, and as well as it's a late stream, as well as like it's a stream that it's a day that I don't usually stream. I'm right. Well, yeah, I do hope you enjoyed the stream, that camping stream. If you couldn't make it today since it was a Wednesday, there is a bot. So hello, bot watchers. Good night. Good
Sweet
day.
dreams.
Yeah, it's a dream. And tomorrow I have 2 streams where I just watch VTuber clips. So if you have any videos or like clips you want me to react, I think you can post links in chat, and I'll just check on that and watch that. That's gonna be 3 p.m. Central Time Zone, and 6 p.m. On Twitch. I'll be having a collab with some girls. Well, actually, that's still in debate now because someone had a backup, so I don't know if we're still doing it. But if we don't end up doing it, I'll let y'all know. But yeah, I do hope you enjoyed the stream. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and yeah, you have a good night. Goodbye. I pressed the wrong button. Oh, pat. Thank you for the pat. Thank you for the pat. Okay, I go bye bye.